Okay. So we are now going to demonstrate how to make a sixth braider. Everybody welcome Melissa Feldman.
It's a good look. Okay, can everybody hear me? Yeah, all right. This is the sixth braid. The first thing that you do with the sixth braid is you're going to squeeze the tops together. So this is what's going to make the top of the challah. And then you just, I don't know, squeeze it, okay? So you got to think of your challah as a being with multiple arms and legs. You take it and you bring it around, so it's kind of scoops around the top like that, and then suddenly you have an arm, hooray. And then the other side, it has to hooray. You can't have a one arm hooray, you got to do a two arm hooray. So both arms go up, yay. And then you take the other two legs. I mean, there's a lot of legs going on. So two legs to one side, two legs to the other, hooray, and a little head, okay? The first, but you can only have two legs on each side and two arms. That's it. That's all you got. Can't do any more. So the first one that went over comes down to become a leg, but you can't have three legs. That's bad. You can only have two. So you take the outside and you swing it around. Hooray. Then you take this one down and it comes down to meet the other leg, but you can't have three legs. You only get two. So the outside swings around. Hooray. And then this one comes down. Three legs. Nope. Outside swings around. Hooray. Coming back. Comes around. Outside swings around. And you just keep going like that. This one comes down. So this one comes over. This one comes down. So this one comes over. This one comes down. So this one comes over. Your arms are getting a little stubby now, but we don't judge. And then this one comes down. This one comes over. And when I get to the ends, I'm kind of holding on. If you've ever done a French braid in your own hair or somebody else's hair, you know, you're holding on to multiple braids at one time. So I start to kind of hang on, and this one comes over, and I'm pulling this little guy around, and this one's coming around, and then they're all just sort of melding together, and you're going to pinch it the same way that you pinch the top. And you tuck it under a little bit, and you tuck it under a little bit. And try to make it somewhat even, which usually it's bigger on the top than on the bottom. Not always a bad thing. And that's it.
Hold it up so we can all see.
So, yeah, I mean, it gets a little uneven because you're not a professional and you're not all of your braids are exactly even, but that's basically how you do it. Okay, that is a sixth braid.
I just need to come in up here.
Okay,
Thank you very much, Melissa. That's beautiful.
you're welcome. Okay, what am I doing with it? Do you want me to leave it here?
Make it home. You can, whatever, because you're gonna soon show people who want to make the sixth braider. Okay, we are up for the 9 braider. Everybody, welcome to Gisele Pintchuck. 1 second, wait.
Okay, this is just a fancy way of, like, it sounds like super fancy. They have a 9 braid, but it's actually just braiding a 3, strand. It's the same concept of a simple braid, like you braid your hair. It just has 3 sets of challah. So what I like to do is when you roll, just like you saw us doing the little Play-Doh snake, I like to put some any kind of toppings on the middle one. So when you braid it, it will be kind of staggered. So you can do, there are tons of toppings there, sesame seeds, the multiple color sesame seeds, and some, all sorts of others.
Bagel.
Everything bagel is delicious, or you can do different colors. I just like to make it, the white sesame, which is the best. So I'm just gonna put this down. Can you hear me? Okay, so the same way that Melissa joined all the strands up top, so you're gonna do the same thing with the 3, put them together because it's easier to move them around, separate, they're all sticky. And you're gonna bring all the 3 together. It's not. And bring this one and keep braiding this one. Keep pulling just like you're braiding a hair until you get to the end. It gets messy at the end, but it's at the end, it's the deliciousness that it counts. And you tuck it in. And I fix the top again, like braiding from the bottom. It's very sticky. This is a very fresh dough. And tuck it in as well. Hold on a second. It's very, very easy.
We can put them on that table to show it to people. Let's break these. One of them. Yes, very nice.
And now we are ready to welcome our final presenter, Flora Oynick, who's going to show us how to make a babka.
This is very easy because we are not going to braid. So you're going to take part of your dough and make a rectangle. If you have a rolling pin, great. If not, I just did it with my hands. It doesn't matter. And what we're going to use tonight is chocolate tahini because it's part. It is very, very yummy. And they sell it in Amazon.
Amazon.com.
And it came overnight. Wow. So it's easy. So there is no measurement. You can make fudge, you can use Nutella, whatever you use at home, and use a lot. You go for it. So I'm gonna use, once you put this in the, once you open it, leave it in the fridge and it gets really thick. And then when you take it out and it gets soft again. So we're gonna go for it. Okay, and we're gonna spread it everywhere. You're gonna just spread it everywhere. I make my challahs for Rosh Hashanah, the round ones with tahini, and they come out or little nuts or, you know, any. I always buy it at Amazon. Okay, we have enough. Yeah, in New York, not here. I have always, okay, and now this is very easy.
Guys, this is the most important
This is
part.
the most important part. We're gonna roll it from the length. Roll, roll, roll. We're gonna roll it. Make sure we roll it. It's gonna come out from everywhere. It's messy. Now you're gonna take a very sharp knife. I'm gonna slice it in the middle. And you're gonna make sure it sticks your balls. And now you're gonna braid it. Separate. And make sure the part that has the chocolate is looking up, like this. This is what you want. And then you're gonna braid it. This dough is a little bit too fresh. So it's opening up. Usually if your dough is a little bit more sticky, no leaking. And you're gonna braid it with the chocolate is messy. And then you're gonna fold it and braid it again. And then you're gonna put it in your mold. And you're gonna let it rise for half an hour, 45 minutes. And once it goes up, You can make a chocolate crumble on top, or you can make simple syrup that is sugar and water, a third of a cup of hot water with sugar, and then you're gonna put a little bit on top to make it shiny. And that's it. The same as Challah, between 20 to 30 minutes, depending on your, and when you slice it, all these chocolate comes in lines because your dough is in between. And that's it.
Thank you.